What up, Long Beach? It's Mike.
And JJ.
Welcome back to your home for local sports.
This football playoff video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company.
The lights are brighter, the stage is bigger. It's the CIF Pac-5 Division Playoffs, and it is time for the show as the 3-seeded Jackrabbits host Orange Lutheran.
Taking on the Lancers at large out of the Trinity League, head coach Chuck Peterson, quarterback Luke Langdon. They've been having a great year, but it's a hard draw for everybody here in the first round.
Yeah, no one's real happy with this draw, and from the beginning we knew it was going to be physical with an F. These are two hard-nosed teams who wanted to come in and establish the ground game early in this one.
Well, doesn't everybody, and doesn't everybody also want to protect the ball in the playoffs? Not the case for the Jackrabbits in the first half.
No, certainly turnovers always going to be costly in the playoffs, especially in a game where you know there's not going to be a lot of scoring. Lancers running that triple option attack, which JJ so beautifully laid out in Long Beach Sports Talk for you. But
well, it's not hard to understand what it is. It's just kind of hard to find the ball sometimes.
Yeah, certainly. A lot of bodies on top of bodies. You're wondering who's going to dig in first. I would probably put my money on the defending CIF champs, and the Jackrabbits put that heel and went. Fourth down catch by Biggie right here as he takes a shot to the solar plexus. And then, you know, JJ, sometimes we have a saying, it's just All-Americans occasionally are going to do All-American things, and oh my goodness.
No, I don't believe it.
There are a couple people on the sideline over there who just found religion during that play. Trust me, we got to take another look at that one as John Juju Smith doing his best Randy Moss impersonation. You can't play better defense than that on that play.
I think he gets 2 feet down.
That is good on Sundays, probably. At halftime, Raul Lara telling his team, I feel really good right now. We've only given up 33 yards and 1 first down, but obviously a thin margin of error as the Lancers come through the orange curtain. Poly's only up by 6, despite dominating that first half.
Yeah, and Adam, I'm a cadet on a huge run here to start the second. And so the Orange Lutheran Lancers are off and running. Wait, what?
They're off at passing. They switched it up in the second half, passing out of that triple option, which they can do, and it was to great success. Langdon falling on it here to avert disaster, preventing the big turnover.
Yeah, good call there.
Definitely, and to the one, look at Langdon. This is shades of 2007 a little bit, JJ, because you're wondering, is this going to be another big-time goal line stand from Poly? But Langdon, so tough, playing with what looked like a banged-up wing, is going to get down there on third down.
He went in like a wrecking ball.
5 takes it in, and he was more than a little excited about it, as he should be, because halfway through the third, his team just took a 7-6 lead over the Jackrabbits.
Pretty impressive. James Brooks, though, he's the tank.
He just looks like a running back, doesn't he? Get out of his way. Poly, though, moving the ball well, in their third turnover, trying to do too much right there. Sometimes you just got to fall down because the Lancers get on the ball, and it started around this time to have that feeling.
Well, you always want to go with the opportunistic defense, and it looked like the opportunistic offense was also wearing red.
Yeah, what they were all over everything right now. 4th down and 4. Penalties big for Poly all night, and I mean, you just can't do this if you're trying to win a playoff game. They jump off sides on 4th and 4. Ugh. Extend that drive. A playoff football shot from John Juju Smith, who does it on both sides of the ball.
I'm a cadet with a great catch here, but was it?
Yeah, we've got the replay so you can look at this yourself. I had to lift the camera over a referee's hat, or we'd have really everything. It does not look to me. Certainly Poly fans obviously did not think this was a catch.
Well, it's not the NFL because it's not you have to continue the catch, but we just don't think it was a catch at any time right there.
Yeah, kind of hard to say, and then Poly gets the ball back, and pretty much immediately Smith goes back to doing more All-American things as Josh Love finds him for a 52-yard touchdown. Raul Lara, thank you for signaling touchdown for us right there. He's got a big decision here. He elects to go for 2. Ooh, that's big, because obviously if they don't get it, that still leaves them in a hole, and sure enough,
great route.
Love and Marshall can't quite hook up. So the Lancers still with the ball, Poly defense needing a stop.
But
that was not what they were looking for, JJ. I don't think that was the stop that Jeff Turley, the defensive coordinator, dialed up.
Not exactly.
Big stop on 3rd down here, but the personal foul flag extends the drive. That's 70 yards in penalties for Poly.
Well, that's a story we've heard a few times before. Olu, though, settles for the field goal, so it's 16-12, which doesn't really make a difference because Poly's not going to go down there and kick a field goal. They're going for the touchdown. They're going for the win.
Well, he says right there. Oh, No, that was almost an interception, not almost a touchdown. Then a big sack on third down. I mean, really, at this point, you're starting to feel like Poly's chances are pretty slim. You're going to need something weird to happen.
But
the defense is there. They hold them. And then a big gamble on third down. Where's the quarterback? There he is. That stops the clock. And then probably the craziest play that we just totally missed on film at GazetteSports.com this year. Olu punter drops the snap, then picks the ball up and throws it out of bounds. Poly's ball plus the intentional grounding penalty means Poly gets it on the 7. Oh my gosh.
well, if you look right here, everybody is watching for number 9, as they should be. But as they're watching for number 9, Love's going somewhere else.
He finds Christian Pabico
In a hopeless place.
and that's an 18-16 lead for Poly. I mean, 2 minutes ago, this was unimaginable. But Olu does get one more chance.
Then Omari Lyles is going to seal this deal. I mean, that seemed like a pretty bad throw. Not something Langdon has done tonight. Can someone please explain to me how that happened?
The magic of instant replay. Jason Pop's foul, just bull rushing and falling into the quarterback, causes that short throw. Lyles with the opportunistic snag.
If that's a sumo wrestling match, Pop's just won in a unanimous decision.
I definitely think so, and Lyles getting the sideline love as Poly is going to hang on and win it. Pabico caught the winner. Smith, 5 catches for 104 and 2 touchdowns, and Love playing against his old team, 11 for 15 for 135 and 3 touchdowns.
Wow, that is just an incredible playoff game. Yet another one at Vets, yet another one between the red of Olu and the green and gold of your Poly Jackrabbits.
They'll be hitting the road to Ventura next week to take on St. Bonaventure, and obviously, as we have for all season long, we'll be there with them every step of the way. So if you want that coverage, you got to stay right here.